This video is going to show you what the midterm will look like. I'm going to go through the instructions and then show you a sample quiz question, midterm question. But please note that your question that you get on your midterm may be different, so you won't be getting the questions beforehand. Let me read you the instructions. You're going to see the due date, and you're going to see the time limit up here as well as the points value. This is just a sample, so it doesn't have those things. Please pay attention to those things. The time limit will start as soon as you click this button in the bottom, okay? So before you click that button, before your time starts, be sure to read all of these instructions. It says, please only open this quiz when you are ready to begin. Read all these directions and review the rubric before you begin. Find it in this week's module. The rubric criteria mirrors the essay structure you've learned in this course and the essay number 2 rubric. Have the course readings available to quote from. The exam will focus on one, but you won't know which one until you begin. So you either want to have your own copies of the course readings, or you can use my copies that are on a page in this week's module, all linked in there. So either one is fine, just have them ready and accessible before you begin. This is important. You want to write your response in a Word or Google Doc first, and then cut and paste it into the exam. Do not write directly in the Canvas response box, as it tends to time out after 20 minutes. If it times out while you are working, you may lose all your work. Be sure to cut and paste. Attached files or links are not accepted for this exam. Okay, here are the directions. Write a 3 to 5 paragraph academic essay on the exam question in a limited amount of time, which is 2 hours. Carefully read the question, then type your response in a word processing document, as I just said, like Google Docs or Microsoft Word, then copy your response into the quiz response box for credit. If you type directly in the quiz response box, you may lose your work. Please note, you must enter your essay in the quiz response box by cutting and pasting your response. Attachments or links will not be graded. This exam is open book, open note. That means for this exam, you may use your own notes, you may use your own annotations, you may use any books quoted and cited, you may use any course readings quoted and cited, you may use a dictionary quoted and cited, you may use a thesaurus, you may use the internet quoted and cited, but you may not use another person. And be sure to review the rubric before you begin the exam. So after you read these instructions, you want to make sure you understand as much as you can before you start the test. Once you start, you'll have 120 minutes to complete it. All right, so once you're ready, you have all your readings available, you're going to take the quiz. It's going to ask you a question about one of the readings, and you won't know until you open it. So I'm going to open it here. This says the quiz instructions that I just read you. So then we just read those, so I'm going to scroll down, and then you find the question here. It gives us a warning, attention, write your response in a Word or Google Doc first, and then cut and paste into this exam. Do not write directly in the Canvas response box, as it tends to time out after 20 minutes. If it times out while you're working, so on and so forth. Now for this sample, it says analyze the essay Anatomy of Fake News Scandal, Pizzagate, but you won't know which one it'll be. This is just a sample for this video, okay? And in a 3 to 5 paragraph academic essay, tell, and this is important, whether or not the author of the essay proved their main point. So that's what you're working on. That's what you're working to prove in your essay. Write in a Word doc or Google Doc and then cut and paste into Canvas. Feel free to use your own annotations to help you craft your essay. This is open book, open note, open dictionary, open thesaurus, open electronics, open internet test. Be sure to review the rubric before you begin. You'll be graded on the quality of your analysis, essay structure, paragraph structure, sentence structure, academic tone, fitting quotes, and proper parenthetical citation. Do not worry about MLA paper formatting rules, right? We're going to copy and paste into a Canvas box, so we're not going to have like headings and headers, things like that. That's okay. You may double space your response if you wish. This is a long timed essay, it's important to pre-plan your essay to ensure you have enough to fill each paragraph. Watch your time. Only spend a maximum of 20 minutes planning your essay. Also, you'll want to give yourself at least 20 minutes to proofread. Be sure you have an intro, body, and conclusion. Use quotes from the actual text because you'll be graded on it. Don't forget a thesis, and make sure that thesis makes a clear, definitive argument. And so this asks you to analyze this essay and tell whether or not the author of the essay proved their main point. Okay, and remember, the one you get could be any one of our essays from this list, right? Which is in the module. So that's it. You're gonna do great. No one likes a timed essay exam. You copy and paste your response here. And then when you're ready, you hit submit quiz. Now, once you submit it, that's it. You don't get a second chance, all right? So be careful, make sure what you have there is what you want graded, and then hit submit. Good luck, everyone.